All right, so when you first, like, obviously you started this tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you decided to put it in place and put all the plants and everything like that.
Yep.
So what was your intention, like, what was your goal when you first set it up?
So basically, my goal was to kind of show other people, like, doing a planted tank is easier than a lot of people assume that it is.
Right.
And that you can make community tanks look really nice. It's not just limited to tetras or anything like that.
Right.
And, so I threw this tank together, kind of showing off like what fish can go with what, how they look in kind of a more natural habitat with live plants versus fake plants.
Right.
And yeah, these are all pretty much low to medium light low to medium light plants that you can easily do. That light basically allows you to grow specific type of plants. So if you want to do something that's more easier, then you don't have to, fork a lot of money to do a planted tank.
Right. Because I'm sure, like, when people see this,
Yeah.
like most things, they just think it's like, wow, like you have to be some sort of expert or whatever, to do that. And it really, you can take it to that level if you want,
Right.
but you don't necessarily have to.
Right. And what I like to tell other people is, start with low tech first, see if planted tanks are your thing, and then you can just add more as you go.
Right. So obviously the tank is pretty established, now. But has there been any sort of like challenges that you've had to face with it as far as like just things not going the way that you expected?
Sort of. A lot of times when you get plants, they come immersed. They grow immersed, or they're grown immersed. So that basically what that means is nurseries will grow the plants above water. So when you put them in your tank underwater, the plants kind of have to die down a little bit and then go back into their submerged mode. So I think that was the most challenging thing, is because you put in your plants and this is great, it looks awesome, and then you start seeing leaves that are just kind of like melting away, and it is kind of discouraging. But the things to look out for is new growth. If you see new growth on those plants, then they're doing their thing, and it's not necessarily the end of the world kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen like Dustin's fish tanks. He always talks about that. No matter if some of the biggest, healthiest looking leaves are dying off, he's like, you look for the new growth.
Exactly.
You look for the tiny little heads that are starting to bud. They're starting to grow. He's like, that's your indicator right there.
Yep.
And then the last thing I was just going to ask is just a brief, I know there's a lot in here, what kind of fish do you have in here? Because there's some pretty unique looking fish.
The primary schools that I have are going to be your neon tetras.
Yep.
The rummy nose tetras, they are actually one of my favorite fish because they actually do school together. You got your rasbora hets.
Yeah.
Oh, they're thinking that I'm going to feed them. I've got some praecox rainbows, some rosy barbs, and the neon rosy barbs. I've got a red-tailed shark right there, some roseline sharks, coolie loaches towards the bottom. Let's see, some corridoras. There's one that's kind of chowing down on some algae on the leaf there. Got some serpe tetras kind of in the back. Golden Wonder with the derpy back. Actually, a customer bought him in, and I didn't want to sell him because I don't think anyone wanted to buy a fish with a bent spine, so I figured we'd just keep him in the planted tank.
So that's like a abnormality.
It is. Killifish tend to have straighter backs, and I saw him. I was like, ooh, that's interesting.
Right.
So yeah, I've got some gouramis in there. I've got a moonlight gourami right here. There should be a pearl gourami. I just saw him earlier, and some Monkey botillas. They're dwarf chain loaches. Yeah, it's just overall a peaceful community tank.
Nice. And anything that I didn't ask you think people should know about this tank?
So for the other main thing that I like to advocate in a planted tank is you need to have good water flow. So good water circulation. If your filters are providing a lot of water flow, decent water flow, that'll also help that'll also help mix the fertilizer in the tank.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.